Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by and David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Chris Paul.
And the trend that he's going through with his assist numbers dropping over the past few years isn't a good one. I don't want to say he's become a more selfish player because that's too harsh, but he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot rather than creating for his teammates. He may want to rethink that. And
a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Castle. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, they've got Mr. Incredible. Williams is out there with James. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. And here we are in the quarterfinals. MP's very pleased to be here. But he knows the job is not done yet.
Oh, yeah. And MP wants it all. From the start of this competition, he told us he is all in on winning this thing, and he's 3 wins away from reaching that goal.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Fox after the made shot from Mr. Incredible. Back to Fox. Shoots over Doncic. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And Fox can hurt you from there, especially when he's shooting with confidence.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. Sochan inside, guarded by Doncic.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside Williams. Finney Smith with it. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 6.
Right now they're humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against Portland was tremendous. He scored 32 points and hit a few threes, which helped his team spacing. It was a memorable moment for him. And I'm sure he thinks he can repeat that effort more consistently from here on out. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Here's Sochan. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put it in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Pass to Mr. Incredible. A minute 20 left to play in the first. Here's Finney Smith. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Lakers with some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in for Mark Williams.
MP! Turn this around, kid.
LA's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Austin Reeves out there with Mr. Incredible. Then it's Mark Williams. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Los Angeles making a switch here. Finney-Smith's checked in. The Lakers trail. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he drops it in from the low post. So it's San Antonio now. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
Now here's Barnes after the miss from Mr. Incredible. Pass to Bassie. On the wing, Barnes. Finney-Smith defending.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Reeves in the corner. Here is Mr. Incredible. Jacks up a three. His fifth miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. Here's Fox. Against New Orleans, who is really on his game. The tray. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher. And his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Pass to Barnes. And here is Vassell. Here's Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes for 3. The Lakers with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's the floater. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 4th assist in this one.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Christian Wood comes in for LeBron. And Rui Hachimura subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Basket counts, and that's 12 points for Mr. Incredible.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Castle. Here's Sohan. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those. Hey,
here is Mr. Incredible. He's guarded by Johnson. San Antonio's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Al Paul. From downtown, San Antonio getting another chance here. Hassel misses. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pelicans.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson, a wide open look. San Antonio again missing. Here's Mr. Incredible. Great touch on the 16-footer. Now it's a 7-point Laker lead.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Wemby. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Los Angeles.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Los Angeles Lakers.
The pace of this game is suiting them well, and it makes sense. After all, they're the ones setting it up.
Yeah, that's what you want. Establish your tempo while staying under control. They can run away with this literally.
And moving on, time to check. And that is it for halftime, folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Mr. Incredible with a strong contribution so far in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Johnson in at the small forward.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Mr. Incredible can't get it to go. San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Castle. A miss that time would have put him up. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
Well, off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Well, some have argued that Wembenyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Castle misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. James looking around. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight.
Got that one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Austin Reeves is checked in for the Lakers. And as we check out this year's contenders for the dunk contest, we get a look at some of the showmen, the best showmen in the NBA. Substitution here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Hachimura comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Vincent's checked in for Austin Reeves. And it's Mr. Incredible in for Doncic. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Harrison Barnes comes in for Johnson. Vassell, he's checked in for Castle. And Paul subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his balance.
Here is Mr. Incredible. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. We've got Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Vincent, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Back to Vanderbilt. Williams, a screen on Paul. Vincent. That three off the mark.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Bassie. It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Hachimura. Barnes kicks to Fox. Second chance shot. And it's Vassell in the corner. It's good from long range. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Vincent. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Vincent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Pass to Vincent. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Barnes. Shoots from 14, and it's Paul missing. Lakers trail by 6. Here is Mr. Incredible, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for San Antonio?
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. James checked in for Vanderbilt. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hachimura. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Gabe Vincent. L.A. has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Doncic outside. From past the arc. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Fox. A rebound by the Lakers. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mr. Incredible. And the layup is good. Mr. Incredible's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. The coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Thank you, David. Kicks it out to Johnson. Over Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And it's all evened up. 23 points for Mr. Incredible. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
Pass to Johnson. Fox with the screen for Johnson. No good on the triple. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
And the shot goes down.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Here's Fox. Inside, here's Castle. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
What a play from the rookie. Castle showing this team they can rely on him when it counts.
Picked away. And Fox with a clear path to the basket.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Doncic against Fox. Trains it from downtown.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Doncic against Fox. Count it!
That is a huge shot by the lefty, and Fox is proving that he can be the go-to guy when his team needs a bucket.
Doncic, bounce pass. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here is Mr. Incredible, down low, shoots over Fox. Oh, no good! And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And they go to the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. Over in the corner, Williams. James with a deep three. No good from three-point territory. And so it's San Antonio who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And, Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony,
well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season. Good game, MP.
There he goes.
Yeah, MP. It's your world. We just live in it.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
I gotta say, guys, watching MP's success so far in his NBA Cup quest this season has been nothing short of remarkable. He's done exactly what he set out to do. Win the games, lead his team, execute both offensively and defensively. It's been quite impressive.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it this far, it is not by accident. Calculated adjustments both for MP and the team. In general, attacking defenses, strategizing how to mix up their defensive looks, and optimize matchups. I love the spectacle around MP. He's good entertainment, and I think great for the NBA as a whole. It's definitely a star-fueled league.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith, LeBron James out there with Mark Williams. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the 2 guard. Now here's Avdia, coming off a terrific game against Houston. There's the screen, and here's Grant from the arc. They get it back, goes back up. Aiden, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Blocked! Well, known for his terrific defense, Grant is so good at getting his timing down to block shots.
Henderson outside from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Ayton. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Mr. Incredible. The kick out to Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible. 23 points his last outing. He got a piece of it. Grant outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Henderson. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, love seeing the young guard Henderson take charge like this, making things happen on the drive.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with 23 points and chalked up a few assists along the way as well. You'd love to see him build on this effort. He showed he can dominate. Next step is to do it with consistency, guys.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results. Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Avdia outside. Pass to Grant, out to the right wing. Now Henderson, guarded by Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So for the Blazers, Clingan, he's checked in. Los Angeles shooting 36% for the game. Not great. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach. But the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got Austin Reeves. Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Mark Williams, and it's Mr. Incredible in at the point. Here's Mr. Incredible. Portland making their last shot. Out to Hachimura. James outside. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Here's Benton. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Clingan. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Here's Mr. Incredible, a reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. Simons against James, and it's Simons missing. The Lakers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Mr. Incredible. Pulls up, high post. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Now here's Simons. He's got 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Sinks it from distance.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Coach, you talk about guys who are always upping their game. How about Anthony Simons?
Well, Brian, I feel like he's one of the truly under-the-radar scorers in this league. He's put in a lot of time and work, never satisfied with himself or his game, and he just keeps getting better.
Nails it from 3.
Well, don't blink, or Simons will already have the shot off.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Finney Smith checked in for Los Angeles. Grant, the pass to Ayton. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant. Seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all...
And so it's Los Angeles, up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. Back after this.
Thanks for...
Well, they're playing bully ball inside, so much so that... Shaq, I'm going to let you take it.
Oh, yeah. 1-2.
Let's shift gears now. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Avdia out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Henderson. And it's Kamare in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Doncic passes to Mr. Incredible.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. And they've been pretty meticulous offensively. That's only their second turnover of the game.
Blazers trail by 15. Henderson with it. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And that one drops for him. Henderson's got 6 points.
Yeah, even though he's 6'2", Henderson is best attacking on the interior.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Stan, with the trade of Damian Lillard in 2023, Portland was headed in a new direction.
Yeah, Brian, they really decided to go young, added a top 3 pick in Scoot Henderson. They've been piling up young talent in the Rose City, and now it's all about development. Those players have got to get better. They've got to get good habits. They've just got to continue to grow.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Henderson's got 4 points this quarter.
An athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Count that one.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Here's Kamare. He has 7. And here's Henderson. Pass to Ayton. 4 on the clock. Takes the 3. Williams grabs the board.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Mr. Incredible. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. 13 points in the game. And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 16.
Who's watching here?
And there's a pick. And here's Grant from the arc. Doncic grabs a miss. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mr. Incredible. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Christian Wood is checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Finney Smith. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And while we have a moment, here's the 2K leaderboard and who the best shooting point guards have been during the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Scoot Henderson.
It's really simple. As a point guard, it's your job to create good shots for others. These guys also are great at creating shots for themselves.
Well, it's often the big guys who have the highest field goal percentages. To get that kind of efficiency from your point guard is something special.
Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Anthony Simons comes in for Henderson.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
There's Simons with a 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Avdia against James. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Deni Avdia.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Winning time.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Mr. Incredible. Great D that time from Simons. The Trailblazers have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. We've got LeBron James. He's out there with Mark Williams. Luka Doncic is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Mr. Incredible in at the point guard position. 5 on the clock. And here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Mr. Incredible. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 6th assist of the night.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Tries again. And Simons with the lay-in.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Mr. Incredible. He's covered by Simons. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Mr. Incredible's got 16 points here in the second half.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
There's Simons with a 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Simons passes to Walker. Soft touch off the glass. Walker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Mr. Incredible, good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Ayton, a screen on James. Pass to Kamari. Trailblazers got to hurry, got to get up a shot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a...
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is
Game MVP.